Hello and welcome back to HEMA Fight Breakdowns. Today I want to talk about the High Vom Tag. For reference, what I mean by High Vom Tag is most of the time when someone's in Vom Tag, they're in something like what I am doing right now. Their blade is up and over their dominant side shoulder, but their hands are more or less at a normal, casual position right in front of their chest. High Vom Tag, I consider one in which the arms are at least at the level of the head or maybe even higher, with the tip even higher into the air. And a lot of people, when they first learn this, have the obvious question of why you would ever be in this position. And the truth is that there's not a lot that the High Vom Tag offers that the normal Vom Tag, or I guess you could call the lazy Vom Tag, ever really offers. But there are a couple of things that can make it useful. And the one thing that I regard it as having to do best is voiding your own hands. So we're going to watch this exchange.
Yes. Oh, yeah.
And specifically what there is to look at here is how the transition from the normal Vom Tag to the High Vom Tag helps to do helps basically defend you by voiding your target, or at least the target you think is most likely going to be attacked, while putting yourself in a situation, in a position where you can deliver a very strong, dedicated head cut immediately after. So as my opponent starts to go for my hands, it goes from where they were here, which probably would have been hit, to up above the level of my head. Now, I've talked about this in another video. This is not the way you want to transition your hands, because as you can see, what I do is I push my left hand forward as I bring it out, which really means that if this had been just a little bit further forward, I would have simply punched my left hand into the cut. But assuming you do this in a slightly smarter way than I do, once you're up here and you're in your High Vom Tag, the advantage you have is that after your opponent has missed your hands, and frankly, even if your opponent has struck your hands ever so slightly, you are in a position now where they have gone low, and you are in a perfect position to return something high. And similar to what the sources tell you, whenever you're coming up high and someone else is down low, you have two distinct mechanical advantages. One, reach. That's because human beings have their arms attached to their shoulder sockets, which means your maximum range is going to be a straight line directly out from your shoulders. So if you want to imagine you throw a cut from the position I was before, there is significantly less range to be gained here, because if I lever a cut straight down and forward, my middle line, or my range of furthest extension, is going to be about the level of my hands, not my shoulders. The other mechanical advantage that you get is that when coming down from up high in a High Vom Tag, parries have to be done slightly differently if you are the one trying to defend against it. When you have that maximum extension and you've just missed, chances are, and you've just missed low specifically, the only thing you really have to do is to try to windshield wiper up to defend yourself from that high cut. But the higher that cut is, the higher you have to bring your hands and your blade in order to protect yourself. And what that means is that not only do you have a long amount of distance to travel, but it means that you have to do so very, very close to yourself and close to your body. Otherwise, the point of contact you're going to make, if you try to just say throw an Unterhau from here, you're probably going to put your mid somewhere close to my strong. And that means that I will still have a mechanical advantage in the bind that you've thrown in an attempt to save yourself. So this is a very dangerous position to be in. And it all starts all the way back here from basically voiding the hand shot with a transition to High Vom Tag. All right, that's going to be it for today. If you'd like to see your own footage featured here, feel free to give me an email at HEMAFightBreakdowns@gmail.com, and I hope to see you next time.